the entirety of qualifying. But we're here now.
Taking it to no one.
Yeah, okay. Well, we're here now. That's what matters. A big collision there between Hamida and this Red Bull. I'm not actually sure. Oh, this is Britain.
It was Britain.
Did you see what happened?
They just caught each other front wheel to back wheel and just both went into the wall. I'm surprised neither of them actually died.
Jesus.
It was coming out of turning into turn 12 as well.
And you were saying there was some contact earlier as well between Ratcliffe and Davies?
It popped up that Ratcliffe got a 5-place penalty for contact.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, your audio problems cost me a lot, just saying.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's fine. I mean, it's a sprint race. I was going to start from the back anyway.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to lie to you, right? Sprint races, they've never been your friend.
Exactly, so I might as well just not have any pain and just start
Exactly.
at the back and then, yeah. That's what I was thinking the entire time.
Yeah. Rasmussen wants to come up. Let's hear what he has to say. Rasmussen, how's it going?
It's going good. I just wanted to hear quickly about Rat. He drove straight off the chicane in sector 4 across the grass.
I mean, yeah, I was a bit short on time, and then I kind of thought
pushed
that
me
you would
off
have gone
track.
past me. And
Not
then,
really.
yeah.
I mean, that would have been like P3, P4 time. So I mean, it's a bit of a shame I got a start from P16 now. Just wanted to hear what the fuck I was about.
Yeah, I mean, it was just I was short on time. For what it's worth, I got a 5-place from it.
Yeah. Wait, you 5-place script penalty?
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't help me much, but I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah, sorry about that, man.
Nah, it's okay. Luckily, it's a sprint race before.
Yeah,
so
make a ticket on it.
I want. I mean, I didn't record it. It's whatever.
I can put a ticket in for afterwards.
I'll appreciate that. Thanks for the good sportsmanship.
No worries. I was just desperate. It's your team principal's fault anyway.
No, listen.
Yeah.
Rasmussen, don't forget the setup. Don't forget the setup after the sprint.
Oh, yeah. Thank
After
you.
the sprint, yeah.
I'll try to remember it.
Yeah.
After the sprint. So
After the sprint. So we're going into the sprint now.
I have to say, the track sped up by about 6 seconds.
Yeah, completely dried up.
Yeah, I just sat in, just waiting for it. I didn't understand why people were going out in the start when it was raining. Didn't quite make sense to me. But it is what it is.
Well, we'll let you get to it, Rasmussen. Good luck for the sprint.
Yeah, thank you, and have a good one, guys. I'll see you.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so I was busy with technical things. What happened to Rasmussen? I got the gist that something bad.
Ratcliffe was cutting corners to make a lap,
Yeah.
and whilst cutting corners, caught Rasmussen, and
No.
Rasmussen could no longer set a lap.
Oh, no, I'm putting Connor into the fucking ground for that. That is disgraceful. Not with my driver, he doesn't do that. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. Alright, Jolly, let me know if that's better. But here we go. We're all lined up for the sprint race. 5 laps around Brazil. 5 laps of chaos usually, and here we go. Away we go with Davidson starting on pole. And the 2 Mercedes quickly behind him, with the Williams contesting for P3, it looks like, down the inside into turn 1. But the Mercedes stays ahead. P2 and 3 for the Mercedes so far. Everyone, it looks like, starting on the softs. And
We got a yellow further back.
oh, we got a yellow further back.
Someone has gone very much off. Who is that? He's one of the Red Bulls. Not Britain. It is Vicari. Vicari had gained 3 places at the start. Has gone off in turn 2.
Oh, has he rejoined at the back now?
He's right at the back.
Right at the back for
8 seconds
Vicari.
off. Oh, we've got a spin. Jehovah Saul's gone wide in turn 8 and lost 5 places on that corner alone. 6 now, as Connor gets past him too.
You know, with mistakes like these in a 5-lap sprint race, one mistake and your race is total, to be honest with you. There's just not enough time, not enough laps to catch back up. But Davidson coming round the pit straight here to start the 2nd lap, still ahead, with the 2 Mercedes following close behind.
I would like to point out, Green has gained 7 places in that first lap.
Green has gained 7 places, going Green, and 3 wide into turn 1. Settling down for turn 2 though. I couldn't quite
That's
see
a
which
big
drivers were
spin.
involved in that.
It was Razzie, Sanderstill, and Jahavsville.
Wow. We do love
Do
a
any
good
of them
free
have
ride.
damage?
I would imagine quite a few people do. But here we are with Rory Bates in P7 with an Alpine really close behind, going down the inside into turn, what is this? I have no idea, I'd just be guessing.
Would
But
be turn 7.
turn 7 and just gets ahead of Rory Bates. Now coming to turn, what, 8 or 10? I've completely lost count. But that was a
into
nice
turn
move.
10 now. They're just coming into 10 now. Onto the fast approaching 11.
Was that Jahavzo with a 10-second penalty, did I see?
I believe that was. It's just corner cutting.
I mean, that's a disaster for him, and he retires now. I think he's had enough. I mean, with a 10-second penalty, there's not much you can do.
No. We've got yellow flags as well for Jahavsson as he retires. Back up to the front though. And Davidson has pulled out a 1.5 second lead over Pijul, who's got a train foreman behind him.
Yeah, and I've just realised on the overlay, it says that Kijul is in P1. That is false. It's Davidson, so don't believe the overlay. I think other than that, most drivers have set their names correctly. But P3 here with P4, sorry, with this Williams driver who's actually set their name wrong as well. And this must be the new driver, Conor McWilliams. But Hamidir going up the inside, getting his elbows out, and I think the Williams has just stayed ahead there. But these two not afraid to get a bit aggressive against each other.
Starting to gap them though now.
Let's have a little look down at the back of the pack, and here in P9 there's a big group of cars coming round onto the pit straight here. Red Bull and Ferrari side by side still.
Britton and Davis side by side coming into the centre S's, and it's all kicking off in front as well.
Oh, and a spin for a Red Bull. I'm not sure which Red Bull that is. I think that's Andrew Britton.
Britton.
And someone else spinning out as well. Davies, the Ferrari.
And he collects both Toro Rossos as well.
Both Alpha Tauris as well. This is absolute chaos. Oh my god. Sander Steele is out.
He's dropped it coming out of turn 8.
That's both the Ferraris out now. Both going to be starting second to last and third to last with Jahavzol at the back. A follow from Vildekatin. I hope I said that right. Thank you very much. Welcome. And McLaren now going down the inside of this Haas. Not quite sure who that is. Let's have a little look. That's Connor Ratcliffe.
Onto that main straight, I'd get onto Luhoff. He's about to get attacked from 2 people.
Let's head back up to the front. And on the pit straight here with Hamidir, currently in P5, looking to make up some more places, but we have started the final lap now. Davidson,
just
yeah, I mean, he's nearly 3 seconds ahead of this lot. He hasn't got too much to worry about. He's just got to finish this last lap with no worries. Or no errors even. A little bit of desync there made it look like Hamidir just died, but he didn't, don't worry. And let's have a little look back down in P9 with Housley and Connor Ratcliffe. A battle for P8. These guys have been at it for the whole 5 laps, it seems like. And just on his tail, but it doesn't seem like Housley's going to be able to get a chance. He's coming into the final sector now. But let's head back up to the front. And here we go. Davidson, what a sprint race from him. I mean, 5 laps of perfection, to be honest. Going to be starting on pole for the 50%, with both the Mercedes, coming in behind Williams very close to Luhoff there.
Ratcliffe has gained 9 places in these 5 laps to come P8.
Wow, and Green as well has had a great sprint race.
The big winners were Ratcliffe and Green. The big losers were Jahavzol and Davis in the Ferrari.
Wow. What? I mean, we did unfortunately miss out on the qualifying due to some technical issues, but I think we made up for it with that sprint race. That was quite something to watch.
if that is anything to gauge what the 50% is going to be, we're in for a
Yeah.
show.
We really are. I mean, sprint races are
Also-
always very, very chaotic.
If anyone drops for the drink, I'll drink it for you.
Oh, I feel like I need a drink after that.
That was, and Britain is just crossing the line now as we speak.
And there you go, that concludes the 5-lap sprint race. And now we have to head back to the lobby, set up the custom grid, apply some penalties. I don't think there are actually too many penalties this week. And on with the 50%. Alright, so if I just head to the intermission screen here, just while we get this ready. So I don't know, Martin, if you just want to read out kind of the order that people will be starting in. Well, you can read it without the penalties. We'll take it with a grain of salt. Vicari. Britain. 16th was Davies, who DNF'd, then Sander Steele and Jahavazol, coming home in 18th. Oof. Yeah, it's not bad, is it? Not too shabby. Alright, so let's get this custom grid underway. I'm going to try and do it as quickly as I can. So Davidson up front. So what are your predictions then, Martin? What are you saying? That is true, and with Brazil, it's not unheard of to rain. I mean, we saw in the quali, it was a bit wet, but it can certainly be very, very wet, so it's going to be interesting to see what the weather does and how these guys react to it. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not sure the FIA would look too fondly upon that, though. Here in this league. Razzie, Bates, Vicari. We have Best, Britain, Davies, Sander Steele, Jahavazol. So now to apply the penalties. Hi, who is this? Connor. You can't... You can? Wait, what? Oh, no, because I haven't added the thing to the intermission thing. So we can't hear him on the... Yeah, we can't hear him on the intermission. Oh, no, so Luke... Oh, no. Wait, so Luke has been... Oh, I feel so bad for Luke, man. I'm sorry. He's been talking to himself for half of this. Yeah, it's not good. We've been plagued with quite a few technical difficulties today. Alright, so I think... Thank you. Yeah. All right, I think we're. Yeah, good luck for the race. Make sure you let all the Alfa Romeos past you. The grid is now ready, so I'm just going to ping all the drivers that they can ready up. And only one grid place penalty was applied today. Let's actually just head back to the screen so they can hear you now.
Also feel like Sunday that is not going to be the case.
Sunday, yeah, I think there might be a few penalties for that, but so yeah, Sandersteel has a 5 place, but since he DNF'd pretty early on, he could only start one of them. But Sandersteel will be starting at the back now, and that was the only penalty to be served.
Well, let's have some clean racing. After that sprint race, I reckon we're going to get a few more tickets.
I mean, to be honest, I feel like there were more incidents in the qualifying than the sprint race.
Turn 1. We had a few turn 1 nightmares. It'll be interesting to see if someone tries to send it up turn 7.
True, actually.
You get a good drive out of turn 6 on someone who didn't. Turn 7, you're going to eat them up on the inside or the outside.
Yeah. Well, let's take a look actually here on the stream, the current Drivers' Championship. So Hamadir is leading by 3 points on 122 points, with Conor Ratcliffe just behind him on 119. And then Housley in 3rd place for Haas at the minute with 88 points. So, I mean, Housley with, what, 4 or 3 races to go, he's still in with a shot for this. So don't rule him out yet. And then we have a few people bringing up the bottom, but that is because they have joined their seats quite late on in the season.
There's a Ferrari 19th. I've never seen him before.
Yeah, well, he used to race for Alfa Romeo actually, and then I think for Britain he swapped to Ferrari, and he hasn't raced since.
Oh.
So Ferrari just seem to be down a driver, but they do have a reserve, which has been filling in. Yeah, Sandersteel. But I think everyone is just setting up their strategies and setups. It's going to be interesting to see how many people forget their setups, as that seems to be quite a few people each time there's a sprint race.
Will with the new game possibly enable sprint races to be added in automatically? That would be interesting.
No, I think they've confirmed actually that sprint races are going to be an actual thing. So that's going to be very, very nice. Right. Here we go, 5 seconds now until everyone is up on the grid.
Predictions for turn 1. Are we going to have a turn 1 nightmare, do you reckon?
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. But here we are on the formation lap. And we're gonna warm up their tyres. It does look a little cloudy. That might worry some drivers, but I mean, it's going to be interesting to see if it does come down with rain. A lot of people, like you can get the tyre compounds up, can't you? Actually, let's have a look. Everyone has started on softs.
It is the optimum one to start on. I think if you lose the train at the start, you're in a bit of trouble here.
True, but if you can keep up on the mediums with the train, then you're going to be in a very good position. But I wonder, because every single driver has picked softs, if that's some sort of indication that it might rain, you know, in the earlier half of the race, because obviously they have the forecast and we don't.
But are they going to mistime it? Are the softs going to go off before the rain and they're going to have to stop?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't know. Or we could just be misinterpreting it, and it could just be a that everyone just fancied starting on the softs. So who knows? No prob says tyre glitch. Wait, is there a... why are you saying that? No prob.
Maybe it hasn't assigned their tyres that they've wanted.
Maybe not. Should we have... I mean, it looks like everyone who was spectating is on the softs.
Yeah, but maybe they wanted to set mediums and it hasn't allowed them. That
Oh,
is
I
the tyre
see.
glitch.
I see.
The last two slowly gathering in now.
And Ferrari just pulling up at the back there. That is Sandersteel. And here we go. Everybody in their positions, lined up on the grid. Clutches down, revs up, 5 lights, and away we go for the Brazil
Mitchell got a
50%.
much better start than Davidson in that there.
And Pedro going to be attacking right into turn 1, down the inside, and gets ahead just before turn 2 actually.
Mitchell's been spun.
Oh,
There's turn 1.
big collisions at the
Oh!
back. Big
Oh, he
collisions.
said Razzy's out. That's
What
chaos.
has
That's
just
gotta be a
happened?
safety car. That's got to be a safety car.
I mean, that is 2 drivers in the wall back there, I can see. Many more have been struck and have got damage. I mean, that was massive. Huge
Who's got
pile up.
damage? Jolly's got damage. Best's got damage. Luhoff got spun coming into turn 2. The Red Bull of...
Did you fucking see that?
Mate,
That was insane.
we caught, I mean, from the stream's point of view, we just caught it for a few seconds at the back, but that was a massive pile up.
The two, both of the AlphaTauris went into me. They just
My
flew me
God.
into a wall. And one, I don't get it. Why are the 2 teammates colliding and I'm the one who DNFs?
I mean, one of the AlphaTauris did also DNF.
Good, to deserve it.
I didn't catch the AlphaTauri crash. I only saw the front 4 get collected.
No, I think both the AlphaTauri and Bates here crashed into the same wall. I saw them both there. Yeah, that
Bro,
was...
that's so bullshit. That's so bullshit. Is there no way we can restart that? Because that's just bullshit.
Yeah, it has to be 3 drivers before the start of lap 2 for it to be eligible for a restart, unfortunately.
I'll just tell Connor to DNF then.
Well, we've started lap 2 now, but yeah, that's very unfortunate for you, Rory.
Bruh, what is that, man? What are they doing?
Well,
I'll send you a clip now, Will.
The
Because
big gainers on that first lap of Chaos, Simon Sandersteel made 10 places.
10
that
places. He started at the back and he's now up into P8. That is...
Davis made 9.
Oh my god. Rasmussen is up into 5th.
Honor's up into 4th. And the current leader on points is down in 13th.
Wow. And where's
Did you
Housley?
get caught up in that?
I mean-
Housley's in 6th.
So, as long as Housley can come ahead of Ratcliffe and Hamadir, and since Hamadir has obviously had a really bad start, he's in for a chance to make up some good points to the 2 championship rivals at the minute.
What happened to Hannity? Because I know that there was a big collection on coming out of turn 2 in the build up to turn 3. Luhoff got caught and spun, and then that just sent the whole crowd behind them into a concertina effect.
Yeah, I really don't know. And Green as well, for Alfa Romeo, losing 4 positions from that start. But
Oh, look in your
Rasmussen up
messages.
5.
Hitch made the jump and got a clean getaway. Davidson lost out, and then behind that from 3rd onwards was just chaos.
I'm not sure I can really look at it now, Rory, I'm afraid.
you missed the entire qualifying. I think you can look at it, Will.
What? Oh no, because it pauses the game, you see, if I tab out.
You put it in. Did you
Uh,
put it in
I'll
suggestion?
I'll just send it to you.
If you send it to me, I'll do a commentary play-by-play of the chaos that this is.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to explain it. Like, what? Like, that is awful.
Right, so get off to not the best start, losing ground on Razzie. but Razzy's so wide, and then you're 3 wide, them two bump each other, and then they just squeeze you both. Oh no, that is awful. So Razzie 1's really wide into the first 2 of the centre S's, and then Best goes down the middle. Razzie squeezes both, and then yeah, just Best is the hammer that drives 2 nails into the wood at once.
Jeez.
Rory
Yeah, I
had
mean,
nowhere
it
to
all
go.
kicked off at turn 2, didn't it?
And it's turn 1 on this. Turn
Oh,
1.
turn 1.
Yeah, Rory doesn't make it into turn 2. It is just
No.
straight murder.
Oof. Well, I'm sorry for your start of the race, Rory, but go and support your team.
My best track as well, for fuck's
I
sake.
feel like Razzie may be at fault for that one.
Just one back.
Oh, we're starting again.
You're
We're off.
distracting us, Rory.
Peace out, motherfuckers.
See ya.
See
But
ya.
Peel getting a good start from that safety car restart, stays ahead after the first sector here.
Cliff is
Sanderstill.
all over.
So after Sanderstill moving up into P8, he's dropped all the way back down after that restart. Back into last place for him. I
Must have
wonder if
spun
he
on
had
the
a spot.
start.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Jahavzar actually battling it out with, it looks like Luhoff here. Luhoff has had a really bad start from that, either the safety car or the big incident
Yeah,
at turn 1.
He was spun. He was the front of the spinning. Someone hit him in the back.
Interesting. Well, let's have another little look at how we're doing at the top here. You can see Davidson, currently P2, is trying to hunt down Peel, but Peel has shown before many a times. He just has some insane race pace and has this ability to just breeze past everyone and create some really, really big gaps.
Although in the sprint, Davidson was the faster man.
That is true. Davidson was the faster man in the sprint, but is it going to be the same in this 50%? 5 laps in, and Peel is still leading. And a Red Bull actually has just dropped down to the end as well. Is that Vicari?
That is Vicari. He's in the pits. I believe he's taken damage.
So Vicari is in the pits, taking damage, so that's going to seriously affect him. I mean, he's going to be hoping for another safety car or some weather or something to just kind of add an unknown.
The top 4 are so tightly in
Yeah, I
time.
mean-
There's maybe a second and a half between them.
Davidson is getting really, really close now. And is it the second lap since the safety car is DRS enabled?
Will be DRS enabled on this lap, I believe.
On this lap, so coming down after turn 3.
Rasmussen's up into 4th. And
Rasmussen's up into
What happened to
4th.
McKeever? McKeever, something happened to McKeever.
I have no idea, I
lost a
didn't
few
quite catch
places.
that. But here we go, if DRS is enabled this lap, then Davidson's going to have a great run on Peel, sorry.
Good.
Coming down to turn 4 here, it's not quite enough. Peel covers out the outside, and let's actually have a look at Rasmussen in P4 now. And we have
McKeever's DNF'd. Where's McKeever gone off? Has he just...
Akiva DNF, did he?
Yeah, he's just gone off on turn 4. I think he's quit, by the looks of it.
Oh, so you don't think he like DNF due to damage, he just quit?
It's hard to tell. He lost 2 places, and then he said he retired, and it's gone.
Oh, surely
I
you
would
wouldn't
like to point-
quit after that.
No. Vicari's on the hards, by the way.
The car is on the... I mean, if he's all the way at the back, you've got to play the long game, I guess.
Medium, so I can assume that there is no rain to come, if that is to gauge off anything.
That is
Davis
true.
is up 11 places since the start of this race.
Oh, and Davidson with
And-
the DRS on the pit straight gets ahead of Peel into turn 1, but of course coming down this second straight here, Peel is going to have the DRS and slipstream onto Davidson, so we might see another reversal of the positions. Davidson planting himself in the middle, but
So
not
much
much he can
speed.
do. And Peel gets back ahead in turn 4.
And Ratcliffe up into P3 now, on last place in the sprint.
That's so true. Ratcliffe has had a great race so far. And it seems
got
like
a
the
yellow
Red Bull and
flag.
Ferrari. Oh, where's that?
It's Hannastad. Hamadir has gone off.
Hamilton's gone off.
Between turn 5 and 2 and 6, he's lost his front wing.
Hamadir, the
How's that happen?
championship leader, has gone off. He's in second to last place with no front wing. What has happened to him? Anyway, back with the two up front. Davidson now coming around the pitch straight, very, very close behind Peel. We might see a repeat of what happened last lap with the DRS going around the outside. Nothing Peel can do. But of course, when we get to the second straight here, he's just going to get back ahead, surely.
Rasmussen just bangs in the fastest lap of the race so far, a 1:09.
1:09 for Rasmussen. That's what we love to see from an Alfa Romeo. And the Mercedes going the long way round again, as seen in the previous lap. This time, Davidson stays ahead through turn 4 and 5 and defends beautifully against the Mercedes.
But we've got to worry about turn 12 exit again now.
Well, he does, but of course, this time last lap, it was the Mercedes who was leading down the pit straight, and Davidson had the DRS, but now Davidson might actually have the advantage here, if you take into account both the DRS zones.
He's gapped him by half a second already as well. And Connor's closing in onto Peel as well.
So Davidson's managing to get a nice little gap there around the last corner. But the DRS is going to help Peel to close up massively, but not
Chris
enough.
closing up as well.
So this might actually work out in Peel's favour here, because he stayed behind coming to the second DRS zone, so he might actually get ahead here before turn 4.
It's very true. It's very, very true. Let's have a look if we've got any penalties as well, quickly. So, we have... How many corner cuts?
Peel
Oh.
so nearly lost it at the exit of turn 4. I have no idea how he managed to save that. I thought for sure he was a dead man. But Rasmussen now harassing the back of the McLaren of Conor Ratcliffe's.
Housley's in no man's land. He's just in a gap with no one. Further down, you got Luhoff battling Jahavasville with both of them closing on green, who is keeping up with Davies. It's a big DRS chain going on further back. Peugeot has lost DRS on Davidson. Davidson
really?
has pulled away.
Davidson's managed to pull away. That is massive for Haas and Davidson. Peel's going to have a lot of work. And Rasmussen 3 wide into turn 1. Rasmussen on the inside, going for a double overtake. Doesn't quite do it, but stays ahead of Conor Ratcliffe for out of turn 3. What was that, sorry?
Did Radcliffe get damage in that? He was sandwiched.
I don't know, but Rasmussen not stopping
the
there,
outside.
going ahead of Peel on turn 4. I can't get the words out of my mouth. Side by side on the exit, Conor Ratcliffe hoping for a mistake between these two. Still side by side. Oh, and contact! The Mercedes spins! And that's damage for Conor Ratcliffe, and Conor Ratcliffe has gone out! What is going on?
No, he's down into 10th!
Conor Ratcliffe picks up damage and spins out as a result of the contact between the Mercedes and the Alfa Romeo. But the Alfa Romeo up into P2 now. I'm so... Oh my god. There's just been too much going on. I can't...
Down into 13th.
That was absolutely mad to watch. That's so unfortunate for Conor. He's down into 13th now with his damage.
Davison with that has gapped by 2.5 seconds over Rasmussen, who's gapped Peugeot by 2.5. Peugeot's had to come into the pit. He must have had damage as well.
Peugeot picked up damage as well. Oh my god.
Housley moves up into P3. This is huge.
Absolutely massive, and now it's Britain on the attack of Housley. Housley is outside of the DRS range of Rasmussen, so he's going to be under threat from the Red Bull here. Stays ahead.
On this track. Because
What's that,
Radcliffe might be coming into the clutch. Radcliffe is going to be coming out into the clutches of Hamadir.
Oh, true. The two championship rivals at the back together, maybe. Let's see if he comes out ahead. Just looking on the left here on the leaderboard. Does he?
He's got about Hamady is coming to the first corner at centre S. Radcliffe has just left the pit lane now. He's got 5 seconds, so there's a 5-second gap between the two of them.
I mean, at the moment, they're both out of the points anyway.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you do have to remember, though, a lot of the soft runners haven't pitted yet, I don't think.
No.
And coming on to lap 12, you should think in the next few laps they're going to be starting to think
has
about...
just pitted.
Yeah, there you go. They've got to start thinking about pitting. Jolly trying to look for the long way round around Luhoff here, but doesn't quite find it. A time penalty, who's that for? Paul Green picking up 3 seconds. Paul Green currently in P5.
He's also got 3 seconds.
That's not what we want, Paul Green. He seems to make a little bit of a habit of picking up penalties throughout the last
going
races.
around Britain. Davies around Britain, turn 6 all over again.
On is that Green, sorry, going up the inside of Britain, up into P4 for Paul Green. Nothing that Britain can do about that. Down into P5 for him.
And Luhoff's going to be on his tail now as well.
There's just a big chain of drivers here in the middle.
Who's going to play for the undercut is the big question here.
Of course, coming around the penultimate corner onto the pit straight now, Davies is going to be under massive threat from Rasmussen, from Paul Green behind. But Paul Green actually choosing the time now to follow what Davies does and comes into pit. So Davies and Green pitting lap 13.
I think we want to ride on board with Muncher again because he's about to deal with turn 4 all over again. It's a rinse and repeat of last lap.
Here we go, on board with Luhoff. Let's see if he can get close enough. It looks like he is going to attempt the long way round, just trying to squeeze his way in there. Gets forced off track a little bit. Hopefully that wasn't a warning for him. But stays behind the Red Bull.
De Harvezel was just behind, waiting for a moment to just something to happen.
Yeah, I mean...
Radcliffe sets the fastest lap.
Unfortunately, that point's not going to count if he's not in the top 10. But at least he'll take it away from someone else.
Britain has got 2 cars behind him. Is he going to be pitting this lap, do you reckon?
I think it'll probably be safest, would you not think? I mean, he's going to be under threat anyway from these guys with the DRS. Might as well just come in and pit now.
Rasmussen's boxing this lap. Is he playing for the undercut on Davidson?
There you go. Britain actually comes into pit, but Luhoff and Jaharvezal both stay out.
So now Luhoff has got to defend from Jaharvezal into that turn 4. It seems like that's where everyone's looking to pick up places.
Yeah, entering the DRS straight now. What can Luhoff do? He's just going to park his car in the middle, covers off the outside, and Jaharvezal is not close enough.
Jaharvezel's made 14 places so far.
Has he pitted though? I don't think he has.
He hasn't pitted yet, but after the pits, he's probably going to come out behind.
Oh, actually, he has. The only driver who hasn't pitted is Davidson, who's leading.
Turn 1. It was lap 1. He was got collected into lap 1.
That's true. And, I mean, Davidson, although he's the only one who hasn't pitted yet, he's got an 8-second gap behind Luhoff. So he's in a really good position here.
He's pitting now. Davidson's pitting now.
Yeah, I mean, he's in a great position because obviously, even though he's going to drop behind these guys who have pitted, they pitted a lot earlier than him. And Luhoff...
slow running Alpha. Green is moving very slowly.
What's happened to Green?
He was right behind Davis and he's just dropped 2 seconds off coming out of turn 9.
Maybe on the cold mediums, he did just pit last lap, I believe.
So lit them up, and he's going to have a Pidgeot coming in hot behind him.
But here we go, Kelsey Best actually, up into P3 after Davidson pits, and he's right behind Jolly. At the moment, both the Alpines leading this Grand Prix, but of course with the whole strategy situation, I'm not sure that we'll be seeing that in a few laps' time. But nonetheless, Kelsey Best in the Alfa Romeo, trying to redeem himself after whatever happened in lap 1.
Rasmussen with the undercut gained 5 tenths on Davies.
5 tenths on Davies, that is actually quite a big gap. Especially around Brazil, since the tide egg isn't that high, so you wouldn't expect the undercut to be that powerful.
When the softs start going off, you lose about 5 to 10ths a lap towards the fresh mediums.
Well, here we go. Kelsey Best, nothing that Jahavzo can do, sorry.
Jolly, it's Jolly.
Oh,
Jahav's
Jolly.
gone into the pits.
Oh, you're right. So that's Kelsey Best leading the Grand Prix. But of course, with this second DRS straight, and Jolly right on his tail, just going to snatch that place right back. So Jahavzo from his pit going to be coming out in P9, it looks like.
Oh, he just cut across the... That's... Did he cut across the pit exit there?
I'm not sure, I didn't see actually.
It looked like he cut across the pit exit to cover off Peugeot.
Interesting. I mean, we've never had to deal with an incident like that before, so it'll be interesting to see if Peel reports that.
Let me see if there's anything on the race director for that.
Someone saying in the chat, you know how Green dropped back 2 seconds, was it, from Davies?
Yeah.
Apparently that was because Green almost span it, according to someone.
And Jahavzo did cross the pit lane exit white line.
Interesting, and just coming into turn 1 here, with the DRS, it's just so powerful on that pit straight. Best again gets ahead, but like last lap, Jolly's right behind him for this second DRS straight. See a bit of a pattern emerging here.
Davison is catching up to them on fresh mediums.
That is very true. You know, these two battling up ahead, they might want to start thinking about working together and just using the DRS for each other to keep Davidson behind.
Meanwhile, Green and Luhoff are battling down into turn 5, into turn 6 now, with Jahavzo right behind them. So we're back into the Green-Luhoff battle.
Yeah, won't be the first time we've seen this. Let's see how Green can defend against Luhoff.
Just picked up a 3-second penalty, and Jahavzo's out!
Jahavzo's out. What happened to Jahavzo? He was right behind these two, and that's a safety car.
Spun it in exiting turn 8.
Oh god, that's Jahavzo out of this race.
It's Jolly and Best a free pit stop. Everyone's coming into the pits. Davidson's coming to the pits. It means that Rasmussen's going to be leading the race.
Interesting, so Rasmussen stayed out. I mean, how long has he been on his mediums for?
He has been on them mediums for only 3 laps.
Only 3, so Rasmussen's in a great position here.
The Alphas
Really,
are currently
great.
1-2.
That is a sight you don't see often, but as the Alfa Romeo team principal, I am fucking loving it.
What happened to Jahavzo? He must have lost the back end coming out of turn 8 and just gone into the wall. That's the only thing I could think was
Yeah, I mean,
there.
he wasn't around anyone, he wasn't battling with anyone.
No. Green has 6 seconds worth of penalties.
6 seconds, wow. Well, you better not hope for another safety car near the end, because that's going to bunch people up even more, and then that's going to really hurt him with his penalties. Right, I'm still trying to get over, like, all of the chaos that we have witnessed so far. I mean, first it was the quali, which admittedly we didn't see much of with the technical issues, but a lot of incidents actually happening in the quali. Then the 5-lap, great race. And now with the 50% with that turn 1 catastrophe and some great racing up until now. I mean, yeah, this is by far got to be one of the highlight races of this season, I think.
For sure. I'd love to have seen what happened to Jahavzo. Turn 8, he was right behind Wolf and Green.
Green is actually saying one of his pens is bullshit and maybe can get it removed because he got 2 warnings for 1. Green, what I would say to that, if you're still listening, is obviously clip it if you can, and an important thing is get a screenshot of the race director after the race to prove it, alright? If you want to get it removed, get a screenshot of the race director showing you 2 warnings in 1 corner.
If it's a double apex corner though is the issue. Turn 4 into turn 5 is a double apex.
That is true. It could have been that, but from the way he's said it, sounds like it's not. But we'll have to see after this race.
Pidgeot was pitted twice now under the safety car.
He's pit twice under the safety car,
Yes.
and that's his third pit stop of this race. Actually, why has he done that? Do you think? Did he
Maybe
mess
he
up
got
and go into
wing
the wrong
damage.
tyres?
Either wrong tyres or possibly wing damage. Let's have a look what tyres he went on to. He went on softs, hards, then double mediums. So I don't know why. He must have picked up wing damage, is the only thing I could presume.
It must be, but if there was contact under the safety car, unless he obviously had an incident with a wall or something, but if there's contact under the safety car, we would have seen the penalties coming in.
Yeah. And there's nothing come through.
So it looks like the safety car is going to be coming in this lap, is it? It is.
So it's Rasmussen to start this race back off.
Rasmussen and Green, both the Alphas leading this race. It's a beautiful sight. I'm just praying that they can both survive into turn 1 here.
17 laps. 17 laps to go.
And here we go, Rasmussen restarting now, getting a good start, but of course, one of these Mercedes behind, really eager to get in front of these two. Of course, with the safety car restart, DRS is not going to be activated for 2 laps, and the Alphas got nearly a second gap now.
Sanders still lost it slightly coming into turn 1 or turn 2 there. He's
Oh, and I
dropped
just
the
saw a
back of the
Haas has span out. That's Davidson span out turn 4. Davidson and Britain.
Davidson and Britain. Oh no.
Davidson was going from having a really great race to now he's right at the back.
I was about to say as well, he was the big loser from this safety car because the two in front of him got a free pit stop. Best
That's
and Jolly
true.
got a free pit stop with him.
And now it's just gone from bad to worse for Davidson. I feel so bad for him. I
Has
wonder
the pace
what...
to catch back up.
I mean, it's true, but with everyone on... Well, most people on fresh tyres, that's going to be hard to do.
But he also did just pit under the safety car. So unless he's got wing damage, he might be able to cruise up to a few people further on the back of the pack.
Yeah. And both the Alphas, actually, and Rasmussen especially, just trying to get as much gap as they can between them and this Mercedes behind. I think this is the last lap without DRS, so the next lap, if they're within 1 second of each other, they're going to be battling hard.
As their TP, would you want Green to hold up so Rasmussen could run away?
Honestly, it's between them two. I wouldn't want to be making any team orders in this place, in this decision. They're both in for. Oh, sorry. Yeah, carry on.
And Housley loses another place, possibly. They're very tight coming in around turn 8. Pidgeot gets Hounsley around turn 8 as well. Around the outside, hangs it wide.
And that's up into P9 for Peel, who was doing extremely well at the start of this race, but obviously has just had a bit of misfortune come his way.
Britain is losing the back of Davies, and Davies is making a move on Sanderstill as we talk. Sanderstill runs awfully wide. And Davies, I think, has got him. Yes, Davies is back as Luhoff picks up a 3-second penalty now.
Luhoff, that is not going to help Luhoff in his fight for that podium position. Best must be really close behind him now.
Best is within half a second.
And of course DRS has been enabled as well, so Luhoff has got to keep an eye out, not only for trying to catch up to the guys ahead, but keep an eye on Best behind. Of course, if Luhoff can't get within the 1 second gap, which I think he is now, he's going to be under threat from Best.
How close is it between first and second in the singles? Because 7th and 8th might be about to get very heated very quickly.
Yeah, that is true. Both the championship rivals right next to each other. That's only a 3-point difference between them in the championship, but here we go. I have a feeling Rasmussen is going to be in a big predicament here with, obviously leading the DRS pack. He's going to be under threat here from his teammate and eventually the Mercedes behind.
Both the Red Bulls have, the other Red Bull has just spun as well now. That
The other
would
Red Bull
be,
spun as well.
Vicari spun on the exit of 11.
Both the Red Bulls leading the back of the pack now. That's not a
Green.
sight that Kister, the team principal, will be wanting to see.
And Green is keeping well within Rasmussen, keeping him honest.
Yeah, that's what we'd like to see from these two alphas, sticking together at the front. Epic Lexa, I'm not ignoring you, don't worry, there's just a lot going on right now in the race. So I can't read chat that much.
I sadly can't read chat at all. I have a map up on my second screen.
That's why you get 3 screens.
One day, one day.
One day.
Green
But
has slightly lost the back of Rasmussen coming into that last corner. Luhoff is still very close behind.
I mean, I'm surprised that these guys haven't managed to catch up to Rasmussen yet. Seeing as he's, hasn't got this DRS all these laps.
It's that sector 2, he's really getting a good exit out of sector 3, and he's making a gap in sector 2, but Green is a lot closer this time.
He is. Can he hold on to it though throughout sector 2?
Idil just made a pass for 8th place as well on Hamadir.
As he said, that's Hamadir being separated from his championship rival by the Mercedes driver. He's obviously trying to work his way back up, and Luhoff is keeping on the back of Paul Green, coming through to
Jolly's
sector 3 now.
best honest, but Davis is sniffing up Jolly's inside. But he lost the front end, and he's lost the place now to Ratcliffe instead, and Pidgeot gets past Davies as well.
And Hamadir.
Gets... Oh, and there's contact!
There's contact, that's Hamadir. And was that the Ferrari?
That's Hamadir and
That's
Pidgeot.
Peel. Oh my god,
Peel.
Hamadir. More contact. He had contact in the quali, contact in the sprint, and now multiple contacts, I think, in this 50% race. So unlucky for Hamadir. Having to pit again
now.
now.
Spun and going onto the inside of that, the game auto resets you as well.
Oh man. And he's having to pit again now as well. Down into last place, it looks like it's going to be for Hamadir.
He's rubbing his hands with joy here on that site.
Yeah, I mean, Ratcliffe and Housley have got to be loving this at the moment. Do you guys not have the ability to show tyre ages? Unfortunately, we don't. Although Martin here could tell us some tyre ages.
Rasmussen is on 10 lap old mediums, Green on 11 lap old mediums, Luhoff on 9 lap old mediums, Best, Jolly, Radcliffe and Davis are in 6 lap old mediums, Housley is on 6 lap old hards, Davies is on 6 lap old softs, and then Pidgeot's on 5 lap old mediums, Ton is on 10 lap old mediums, Vicari's on 6 lap mediums.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but Kelsey Best is going around the outside a long way round, but got the inside line for turn 2 here on Luhoff. But Luhoff comes out ahead, just defended greatly. I really thought Best did get the better of him there, but on the second DRS straight for them both now, Kelsey Best is going to have another go coming into turn 4 and gets ahead. Luhoff now down into P. Oh, contact! That's the Alpine AlphaTauri, and I think the Mercedes got hit in that as well. Yellow flag, sector 2. Someone lost their front wing. I'm not sure who that was. That's the Alpine, no front wing.
Alpine.
I mean, the Alpine was just an innocent bystander in that.
Oh, Jolly will not be happy.
Both
Jolly
the Hasses
will not be
getting
happy.
through as well. Yeah, I mean, that is just awful for Jolly. I think the AlphaTauri got damage as well. I'm not entirely sure. I think Luhoff, or I think he did have contact, but I don't think he was too badly affected.
He's going to have to defend Ratcliffe now without DRS from in front.
That is true. Ratcliffe going to be hunting down Luhoff now, looking for that podium position. 10 laps to go of this race. I feel like we've already had 50. There's been so much going on.
Davison has gone past Housley as well. I'm not sure if that was the tactical swap over, as they're on completely different strategies, but they have gone past one another, and Radcliffe is getting an absolute stellar drive 5 on Luhoff here.
Not quite enough though to go for a move into turn 4.
Meanwhile, the Alfa Romeo 1-2 is pulling away from the rest of the pack.
This is what we love to see. Come on, Alpha. Only less than 10 laps to go. You can keep it together. I swear to God, I'm not biased. Man, if an Alpha 1-2 came in, touch wood, I wouldn't know how I'd react.
The hug will, because he's not going to be able to stop crying, I think.
Oh, this is beautiful. Alright, Connor now.
Right back on board with Connor.
Yeah, I mean, Luhoff's still outside the DRS range. And coming down the pit straight now, Connor's a lot closer. I don't think there's going to be anything that Luhoff can do. Connor just breezing past. But is Connor going to be able to get a good enough exit around turn 3 to stay ahead into turn 4? Here we go,
He's
riding on
close.
board with Luhoff. I'm not sure he's going to be close enough.
Uh-oh. He's
Connor
gonna have
for
to keep
now.
up with him.
Yeah, I mean, Connor for now up into that podium position. But he's got quite a battle ahead of him. The battle of the
He's
DRS.
bumping wheels at the moment into the first corner with Bakari. They're bumping wheels. As well, Hamid is about to make a run on for 10th place here. Get himself back into the points.
Coming into turn 4, going the long way around, a little bit of contact between the two, getting their elbows out, and it looks like the Red Bull just pulls out. I mean, Hamadir has been a contact magnet this entire session, it looks like.
He should be able to make them softs last. He should be able to make them softs last. So next up will be Britain on 13 lap old mediums on in his sights.
Yeah.
I don't know if Davidson is going to have to pit again. He's on 10 lap old softs with another 6 to go, 7 to go even.
Yeah, I mean, can softs last 17 laps around here?
They after 9 laps they start to feel the grain.
I mean, he's got to pit for softs again, don't you think?
Has he been on anything but softs though?
Oh, he must have done, surely. Surely. I mean, to be honest, maybe not now I think about it. I actually don't know.
Has done a medium stint. He did do a medium stint.
He did do a
It was
medium
only
stint.
1 lap or so, but he did do a medium stint. It was just before Jaharvazal brought out the safety car. So
Right.
maybe he believes he can make them last, them softs.
And actually, I've got to point out here, coming into the third sector, Connor is so nearly in the DRS range of Paul Green. And it looks like he's going to be getting DRS onto this pit straight here, maybe? No, I think he's just dropped out of it.
He got it.
Oh, he got it!
Connor got it.
Connor is back in the fight now, and he's going to be
So-
putting on pressure to Green very, very soon here.
Rasmussen is going to have to drag Green along for all his little legs can carry him, I think, because
Yeah.
Connor's on newer mediums. 5 lap newer mediums. That will start to add up, I think.
And especially in these last few laps, that is going to make a difference.
And Davies and Davidson are both battling right now for 5th place.
Let's spectate this battle here for a little bit. Let's see what Davidson can do. It's good to see Davidson back up into 6th place after that contact with the Red Bull, I think it was.
I'm just
On
worried
the
about his tyres.
That's true. I think it looks like Davidson and Davies are on a similar strategy.
One's on medium, one's on soft though.
Oh, is it? Oh, I thought Davies was on soft, sorry.
Davies is on mediums, and that's a 3-second penalty for Vicari as well. Excessive corner cutting, and Standstill has got a 3-second penalty.
But here we go. Davies going to be under pressure now on this pit straight. I think Davidson's just going to be breezing past here. Although it seems like he backs off, so it looks like he's going to be playing the a very tactical line here. Stay behind after the first pit straight, and then get the DRS on this second
Didn't
straight
get a
and
good
get
exit
ahead.
though.
He
Didn't get a
didn't.
very good exit. I think
It-
them old softs are starting to add up. Standstill has
10 seconds.
He's dropped it coming out of turn 7 and cut across turn 8 without any control really there.
I mean, if it's more like a spin, then that penalty might get removed for him. So the drivers
He has
shouldn't
a lot
take
of
that.
penalties.
A lot of penalties, oh god.
Actually, in regards to Green, he has penalties here.
How many penalties are we talking?
He has 6 seconds right now.
6 seconds and Connor has none, I presume.
Yep, Connor has been driving extremely clean as per usual.
So Green at this point in time is gonna with 6 seconds, wow, he's gotta be looking at, I mean, P4 here at this point in time. He's got to
Going
get
around CNRS, first CNRS Davies around Davis and around Davies.
Davison moves up into P5 now, and I think Ratcliffe is just getting that bit closer to Green each lap. He's getting
Green
really
is
close
getting
now.
that bit closer. Oh, Davies has gone back past Davidson though into turn 4.
I mean, these two are just swapping around like mad. Davies now has actually got a shot at closing up to Luhoff here in P4. I mean, 4 laps to go, closing stages of the race. Everyone's got to be really tired after all of the shit that's gone on throughout this chaotic race. And Ratcliffe is so close to Green.
Davies and Luhoff both have 3-second penalties. Davidson doesn't technically have to pass them on the track here.
Let's see what Connor can do on the pitch straight now. Extremely close to Green. But of course, Green is still going to be having that DRS from Rasmussen.
As it stands, Green would not lose a position to Luhoff or Davies though. He's pulled enough of a gap away from them.
So I wonder if a tactical approach by Green here, who's weaving about on the straight to try break the toe, is if Connor gets a good run on him, maybe just to not defend so he doesn't lose time to the guys behind so he can keep that 3rd position. Because if he battles it out with a Connor, not only is there an uncertainty that it will actually keep P2, but it's going to allow the guys behind to catch up, and with 6 seconds of penalties to his name, that's just going to lose him more positions potentially.
Luhoff just lost a position to Davies, and which means Davison is right behind the both of them.
Luhoff as well. Oh, Davies getting a snap of oversteer there, just saves it though. Davies...
To switch between the two groups here, because... Oh, Connor just got a snap of oversteer.
That's going to affect his run out onto this pitch straight then. I don't think any moves from Connor will be coming in soon. Let's have a little look at how we're doing here. Luhoff in P5, not quite close enough to make a move into turn 1 on Davies. Davies trying his best to keep that P4 position. 3 laps to go, and still under threat from Luhoff, who's just got the DRS now.
Luhoff chose to defend rather than attack. Owsley's starting to catch up to the back of the 4th, 5th and 6th here though, with them hards.
Oh, I'm coming into sector 3 now actually. We're back with Connor and the guys up front. He's still super close to Green. I mean, these top 3 here are bunched up. And it's getting me worried for the Alphas. I can't lie, but with the DRS that Green will get on Rasmussen, I still think it's unlikely that Connor will get close enough to make a move into turn 1, although he is a lot closer this time.
As it stands with the penalties, Davidson would be coming 3rd.
Davidson would be coming 3rd, really?
Maybe not now actually, because Davies is pulling away from Luhoff, and Luhoff is holding up Davidson, but Davidson just makes the pass onto Luhoff coming into turn 1.
So Luhoff, I think in the last 5 laps or so, has lost 2 positions. I'm not sure what tyres he's on, but maybe he's struggling. And Sanderstill retires from the session. Yellow flag, sector 2. You can see his car just at the side there. Because there's so few laps left, there's no safety car available here.
Idea's going to make a pass on Peugeot coming into turn 4. It's very close in the back for 8th place. Peugeot has taken a 3-second penalty as well. And Luhoff did lose his position to Davies and couldn't get it back. Green is now defending it again from Connor coming into the start-finish line straight.
I mean, oh, he's so close this time though. Connor is actually going to be going for a move on the inside, coming down the pitch straight now, up into P2 for Connor. Green pushed down into P3 now, and now Rasmussen has got to worry about this McLaren steaming up from behind him. Let's see what Green can do to maybe try and slow him down or get his position back. But I'm not sure if it's worth it. I'm not sure if it's worth it for Green though, with his penalties to battle Connor.
Green's tyres are 22 laps old. They're going to be feeling it. This is the final lap, by the way.
This is the final lap. Connor made that move just in time. But of course, with Green's penalties, I don't think there's any doubt he's going to be getting that P2 position anyway. Oh, and desync! What was that? There was some lag from Connor, it looked like. Puts him back behind Green. I have no idea what just happened there. But I don't think Connor should worry too much with Green's penalties.
Green's one wide though.
Oh, Green has just gone wide. Green cannot be affording to lose time like that with his penalties.
Davies is now within 3 seconds of Green.
God, so it looks like Green is going to be losing his podium here. Here we go. Rasmussen getting his first ever win in Amethyst Racing. What a drive from the Alfa Romeo driver. I think that's his 3rd race in the league. Connor coming home P2 after an absolutely awful qualifying.
Davies gets 3rd. Davies gets 3rd by 2 tenths.
As Davidson got 3rd.
Davidson got 3rd by
Wow.
2 tenths.
And Blorky Kister, thank you so much for the Prime. 4 months now. So much appreciated. Green is saying he thinks he can get the penalty removed.
That is true.
So obviously through the investigation process we could see the results change. But now it's just Vicardi, who's showing his Lurgistem on the overlay, by the way. He crosses the line now. Wow. I've got to say, that's got to be one of the most exciting races I've commentated.
There was action everywhere.
It really was. Oh my god. And what a result for Alfa Romeo. I'm so happy. So happy. Great race for Alfa as well. Wow. I mean, let's get these interviews going, shall we?
That puts Ratcliffe into 1st place in the drivers' championship as well.
Of course, because Hamida only managed to finish P8.
That's huge points difference. Huge.
It really is. Let's see here. Let me just take note of these finishing positions.
Green got one. How many corner cuts did Green get? 1.
Alright, so let's head to interviews.
I don't think Green's going to get that overruled because he's got 7 exceeding limits.
Oh, interesting. Alright, let's go to the interview box. Just speak for a second for me, Martin. See if they can hear you.
Testing 1 2 1
Yes, you can be heard. Beautiful. All right. Brazil never disappoints. That is very, very true, Xenius.
2. Brazil be
Alright.
goated.
Yeah, it really does. Wow, what a race. What a race. My god. Okay. Let's get our race winner up here. Rasmussen, come on up.
Oh my god, hello guys.
Oh my god. Race
Jesus.
winner in an Alfa
Holy
Romeo. That is beautiful.
You love to see it, don't you?
I love it. I'm so excited right now.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I don't know. First off, I couldn't have gotten this one without Green. He Raddy, he was right behind us. He had much fresher tires. I think he pitted under the second safety car. Yeah, so from there on out, it was a three-man DRS train, and it wasn't easy for Raddy, but he had such good pace, and my tires were at 75% on the rear front. No, rear front, right front, my bad. So it was really just, I mean, I could get puncture in the corner,
Wow.
but Green, he really held him up, and couldn't have gotten that race win, and we probably would have got be two people, two alphas on the podium, or maybe 1-2, if he didn't have those penalties, which is a shame. But
I mean, Green was saying
after,
he might be able to get that penalty removed.
I really hope so, because
Um,
he do deserve to be on the podium. So did everybody else. Had such a good race.
so
But
I've got
after the second safety car, he what's it called? I think I'm not quite sure, because me and Green really didn't have any communication. But I tried my best to make sure he was in my DRS, so he wouldn't get an overtaking from P3. And I noticed that he wasn't overtaking me when he was close. He closed up the DRS, so we just tried to pull off the pack.
Wow. And I mean, hey, first race win. Is this your third race for the league? I think it is.
I drove in Silverstone, where I raced for a point, but I had contact with K-Best. And then Mexico, I didn't attend. So this is my first finish, if you may say so.
Wow. And yeah, what a finish it is. So, and I've just noticed as well, starting P10 on the grid to finish
Yeah.
first. Yeah, what a race from you, Rasmussen.
Thank you so much.
I got to ask as well, did you get involved in the turn 1 chaos? Lap 1, turn 1?
Oh no, I think I gained like 5 positions. I just saw a couple cars spinning, and just tried to avoid it.
Yeah.
Then I was up into P5 after turn 1.
Turn 1 was absolute chaos.
I didn't know what happened.
I think Adams is hopped up here. Hello.
Oh, hello, lads.
Is there something you're wanting to say, Adams, or are you just chilling up here with us?
I'm just chilling up here. Just wanted to congratulate Rasmussen on this nice win.
Thank you so
Very
much.
well controlled
Really appreciate it.
from the front. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Rasmussen.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.
And hopefully we'll see some more results like this in the last 3 races.
Yeah, hopefully.
And who said Alpha and mudded? All right, just look at that, P1 and P4. That is a result right there. But yeah, thank you very much, Rasmussen. I'll speak to you later.
Yeah, of course. I'll see you, mate. Take care.
Thank you. You too. Connor.
Now.
Yeah, get up here, Connor.
Hello.
I mean, you gotta
You
be
had-
happy with that.
I mean, yeah. Yeah, I am. I'm just
You had
really
a-
upset because my game froze on the last lap and it put me behind Green again. But, it is what it is.
I mean, you got the P2 position anyway.
Yeah, I know. But I know I would have liked to put Rasmussen under a bit of pressure into the last sector. Maybe you could get a mistake out of him on the exit of the last corner or something, chase down to the line. But no, it was a very up and down race, to say the least. Because, I mean, the start, I think I started like P8 or something like that.
Yeah.
Obviously, the chaos at turn 1. I don't remember. I think by the end of all that, I was watching the replay a minute ago, and I literally just scythed my way through all the carnage. It's like everything was exploding around me, and I'm just driving through like the middle of it. And I think I got to P4 at the end of that. And then I believe it might have been Rasmussen actually, who was like in a battle with me and I think it was Britain. Was it Britain? Oh no, it was Pidgeot. And I think you made contact with the Mercedes and that spun round and then gave me wing damage. So I had to go back, and then I was with Hamadir for a bit, and then we both at the second safety car, we both had to like try and fight the way back up through the field. And unfortunately, I think he got caught up with someone. I don't know who it was now, but yeah, he spun out, and that basically took the two kind of threats from behind me out. so I could just focus on going up through the field. And then a few people spun out, and yeah, it was a lot of luck, especially with the safety cars and stuff, because the wing damage that I got was basically unrecoverable without a safety car. Because I think me and Hammer, they were both like 20 seconds back from the car ahead.
Right.
So yeah, it was very lucky.
Oh, fair enough.
But yeah, it was definitely a very warm race. I was
Yeah,
sweating a lot.
I don't
But
doubt it. And
yeah, no,
for once, a sprint race was actually kind to you.
I know, I know. I was like very surprised, to be honest, because it wasn't. I can't actually remember how the first corner went on this sprint race, but I'm pretty sure it was better than the actual race for sure.
Oh yeah, it was definitely.
So
Peel actually made a fantastic move, I think. I might be getting mixed up between the sprint race and the actual race. I can't remember.
yeah,
In the actual race, the sprint race was just the turn 1 was clean. I think there was a little spin on turn 2.
right, yeah,
There's so much happened.
Yeah, my
Yeah,
mind is fried after that.
yeah. I'm upset for Rory because he's actually quite good at this track, and I'm not trying to say that in a bad way, but yeah, no, it's unfortunately. I've seen the replay. I don't really, without like another review, you can't really tell what's going on. But no, yeah, it was a very good race. I was not expecting it, as Brazil's kind of my bogey track. I'm pretty usually, well, in quali definitely, I'm very slow. But yeah, no, it was a good race. I'm glad it was raining at the start of quali because it kind of
Yeah, I
helped a
thought
bit,
you might like that.
but then it dried out. But, oh well. Oh
Well,
well.
yeah, thank you very much, Connor. A very, very nice recovery after that quali. And I think you must be leading the championship now.
Yeah, Hamada got 5 points. I think how many did I get? 18.
How
Yeah,
many got?
PT.
Oh yeah, because he got fastest lap, didn't he? So.
Yeah.
Um,
So I don't know how many points I'll be leading over him, but it'd probably be like 13, 14, something like that.
yeah. Well,
But it's good going into the final 3 rounds.
Yeah, France next, I think it
France.
is.
France, Saudi, and Abu Dhabi. And I like Saudi and Abu Dhabi, but France can just get in the bin, honestly.
Yeah, I like France.
Yeah, I know, that's why it's on the calendar.
Yeah, damn right.
Uh,
Anyway, I'll speak to you later, Connor.
Yeah, cheers for commentating, everyone.
Alright, and our P3 position, Davidson. Where is my mouse? There it is.
Yeah, he's coming up.
He's coming up.
Yo.
Hello. How are we all
hello.
doing?
It's alright. I mean, it's my least favourite track, to be honest, so I'm glad that's gone.
Really? So
Your
Connor
least
Daniels.
favourite?
I just don't like it. It's horrible. France is next, so yeah. But anyways, it was an alright race. Kind of one incident that happened between Davidson. Controversial between him and Brittain, I know you say it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It was that after the safety car restart, was it?
Lap 20, I can't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a decent result, wasn't it now?
Obviously, a little bit disappointed.
I mean, you were
Yeah.
having such a great race at the start, Davidson.
You really
Yeah.
had to pay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brazil is probably my best track, so P3 is alright, but
But the thing is, we're getting closer to Hamada and Connor in McLaren and Aston in the championship, so
That
we're
is
not going
true.
to let that down easily.
Haas
we're
are on
not-
their way up.
We're only like 30 points behind, but I think we've gained more now, so that's good.
And Davidson, I think, this is your third race attendance for the league and your first podium, so
yeah.
obviously stepping things up, and you proved yourself to have some great pace despite your unfortunate contact. Housley, what about your race? You finished
Oh,
P6
God.
from P9.
I mean, I didn't deserve that at all. My pace was shocking. Like, Davies was flying past me, and he's normally a lot worse than me, no offence. But the thing is, I had to charge my headset, and it kept, like, cutting out. So every time down the street, I had my hand on my headset, turning it back on. That was a problem, but still, no excuses. I was still very slow.
Fair
And
enough.
yeah, I don't know. The sprint race, everyone was doing some very dangerous things. Particularly, what's it called? Davies. I went very dangerous in the race as well a bit. Some dive bombs I wouldn't have chose, but I mean, it didn't affect me, so I'm not too bothered.
Fair enough. Well, hey, some good points for Haas, and a great finish for you, Davidson. So, you must
Thanks.
be feeling pretty happy. despite obviously the
Any
not
any
so good
gain on
moments.
any gain on the top two in the championship's good. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you both for racing.
Yeah.
Nice to have you up here, and I suppose we will have time for one more interview. So whoever sticks their hand up first can claim it, unless no one wants one, which is fair enough. All right, Davies will take it. There you go.
Great racing from everyone today.
I mean, how do you feel like your race went, Davies?
Well, I don't know actually. I so close to getting that podium even at the end. Uh, but if I wouldn't have, I think I fucked up the last sector there
Right.
and just lost like half a second.
Yeah, fair enough. But I mean, hey, P5 from starting P16.
Mm, well,
Uh,
thanks to Bates.
so were you? Did you witness the carnage at turn 1?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, I can't wait to get some better clips of what happened in that.
Me and Simon just went through it.
Yeah, fair
Going
enough.
from the back was actually good this time.
Yeah, just breeze through it all. And what about your quali and sprint race? How did they go?
Quali went fine, I guess.
Where did you
I
qualify?
qualied P11 on purpose, of course.
Of course.
to get the free tire choice, of course.
Of course, of
Um,
course.
but then in the sprint race, someone decides to fucking leave me no space and just drive me off track and gives me front wing damage. Which I sadly do not have a clip on.
That is unfortunate.
I think
Well,
I caught that as well. You was side by side with someone in the sprint race, and it was just. Oh.
Someone left.
That's Adams. Carry on.
Yeah, you were
Correct.
side by side with someone into the first 2 corners, and then just he was gone. Next minute.
Well, I mean, obviously.
Yeah, well, that was with I think that was with Ratcliffe because I didn't know I had front wing because of the early incident, and you can't brake as late with some front wing damage, so that's why we just fucking flew off track.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, obviously you made a strong recovery to finish P5, and
Yeah, because I just got fucking pissed off the sprint and just DNF'd.
yeah. Well, hey, a great race from you, Davey. Some good points. So, thank you very much, and I'm sure
Not
I'll
what I
speak
would
to
have
you later.
wanted, but still.
Still, some decent points for the team.
Mhm.
Thank you
Are we
very
going
much.
to public after this?
We can do if you want. I'm sure people will
And
be
I
happy
can
to
show
go
you my
public.
POV from Carnage, turn 1.
I'd love to see it. I'd absolutely love to see
I
it.
would love to see that. Yeah. You could actually
Yes.
send it into a ticket as well, because I'm sure it'd be useful for the investigation.
Well, I'm going to the right now to public.
Alrighty, well, we'll close up this stream then. But before doing so, I don't think we mentioned it at the start. It is Luhoff's birthday today. So everyone wish him a happy birthday. And I suppose that's about it. Thank you very much, Martin, for joining us and commentating.
It's been a pleasure. I'd love to do it again sometime.
You're always welcome in my commentary box.
Oh, wouldn't have it any other way, Will.
Well, thank you all for watching. All the drivers for racing as usual. And join us on Sunday, where obviously I, Alfa Romeo, will be winning the race.
I will be attempting not to DNF.
But join us then 5 p.m. BST on Sunday, and then next week is France. But see you all then, and goodbye.